Hello, hello! Perfidious Beat here. Back to begin walking the path to the foot of the skull throne to prostrate myself before Khorne in the hope of raising an empire upon the bones of the slaughtered in Stellaris. Kill, maim, burn, destroy. These are the words of House Khorne. And I want to take up his mantle. I do. I want to take up his mantle and bring those words to the Bacterians. I want to make them know what it means to kill, maim, burn, destroy. I'm a human, after all. I'm a human. I'm a vicious, savage, destructive, and most importantly, territorial creature. Every single strand of my DNA, all of them, they're singing a 100,000-year-long song that encourages me to annihilate my enemies. They're telling me, hey, go crush the navy of these squishy mollusk men, cast down their cities, salt their fields, boil their children alive in their own shells, slather their tiny infant corpses in butter, and then devour them en masse with a special gripping utensil that you designed specifically for the purpose of devouring Bacterian babies. I want to do it, but I can't. As much as I would enjoy the delicacy of some escarturian, it's just, or turum, escarturum, I guess. It's just, it's not the time. That same DNA that lusts for destruction also gives me the intelligence to know when I'm ready to confront a foe. I gotta resist my animal impulses for now. I gotta build a force that can win the upcoming conflict, and that's gonna take some time. We're coming for these Bacterians. We're coming. I know it, they know it. It's an indisputable fact of the universe. It really is. It also is a good example of one of the things that I sort of love about Stellaris. Things take time. You can't just like power through turns and just hit the return key a bunch of times. Things actually take time, real time, to accomplish, and it sort of makes your empire feel like an empire. It makes it sort of feel like it's this big lumbering behemoth that you can't just turn on a dime and switch directions. You gotta get handlers and chains and like goads and start slowly poking your empire, well, not slowly, just like savagely stabbing it a bunch of times into its thickened hide with a sharp object to get that big lumbering beast to turn. And that's what we're doing here. We're not turning this empire on a dime. Things are going to take time. It's going to be a little while before we can build up to get to where we want to be. But don't forget, Bacterians, as you're over here expanding, rubbing up against my borders with your gross shells, just remember, we are humans. We poison our air and water to weed out the weak and the feeble. We deliberately detonate fission bombs in our only biosphere. The only one. We nailed our god to a stick, Bacterium. We're humans. You don't fuck with us. That's all I'm saying. So the HIMS says Stevedore has completed another mine. That's more minerals per month. Fantastic. More minerals per month means more ships. Speaking of which, more ships. Yeah, we're going to crank them out. We got these Corvette class working. I'm considering building another colony ship, perhaps. How come we can't build? We can. Colony ship takes 345 minerals. I really want to. Wow, look at the power available in this system. So we have 2 idle construction ships. I'm gonna want both of them out here. This system is too good. Are you fully surveyed yet? Like, how close are you to being done? Not that close. You still got a lot of planets here. That's a barren world, a molten world, a barren world. So odds are basically 0 that this place is going to be anywhere we want to settle. So you know what? Yeah, now's the time. Grab this construction ship. This is the Goibnu. Yeah, Goibnu, you know what you're going to do? You're going to build a wormhole station. Wait, not a wormhole station. We're going to build an outpost. Sorry. We need some of those. Okay, you know what? That's fine. We can cancel these. I need these minerals back. Thank you. Gotta build an outpost. Give me a frontier outpost. This does cost us 35 influence. It's also going to cost us 1 influence per turn to maintain. That's fine. We're making 2. And our other construction ship, you know what? We also really need this power. We need this power. Come out here and start building mining. We don't have enough. Okay. You know what? This is going to be a minute before that's done anyway. We got another 39 days for that. We've got some time. I really want my construction ships harnessing this stuff. Why can you not build a mining station? Planet's not within our borders yet. Right. Right. Well, you can start flying there. It's going to be in our borders as soon as we finish building that frontier outpost, so all things considered, this is acceptable behavior. Jose Manuel Sanchez, I'd like to point out, too, one of our scientists here, Fernando Riveras, for a minute, I'm sorry, I thought it was Sanchez. You both have vaguely South American names. I'm sorry I confused you. I'm sure you're nothing alike. I mean, one of you could be like Spanish and the other one could be Brazilian. I'm not trying to stereotype. He's leading our faction. I was taking a look at this faction in between episodes, and I noticed there is nothing about this faction that we don't love. They are everything that we want. They believe in an imperial authority should rule. Well, we got that in spades. They believe in a stratified society. You can damn well bet Emperor Pete is not walking around the streets with the plebes. No, I walk upon a cloud of rose petals that I have some servants cast before my path so that everywhere I go, I walk upon the ruins of beauty. Harmonious traditions. We aren't going to be adopting any of those, which is good because it actually upsets these guys and extra-national authority. They love it when we go kick the shit out of aliens. So what management are we going to have to do to this faction? None, really. They require no particular influence on our part. Just stay in the course, really. We'll get things done. Trailblazer, you're not doing anything. Go survey Beetlejuice. Oh, wait, why are you out here? Oh, you're actually, never mind. Delay that order. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue surveying that system. I'm sorry, I thought you were idle. If you're surveying Kiosk, why were you idle for a second? Because you're a lazy bastard, is that what it is, Sanchez? That's probably what it is. This Sanchez, man, guys, constantly disappointment. I feel sorry for your parents, Sanchez, I really do. I know they had a tough time bringing you up. It had to be tough being your mom and dad. We could potentially build another construction ship. My only concern with building an additional construction ship is, what are we going to do with it? Yeah, we could send it out and have it start building stuff, but everything that's within our borders is effectively already being fully harnessed. We are exploiting as much of our territory as we can currently exploit. All right, the build queue is empty, so what's the time to do here? Start cranking up some ships. We gotta wait for the construction ship to build out here before we really can expand our borders any. Our other construction ship is... You know, there are some places in the Empire I suppose we could do with some improvement on the way in. Since we are going to have some influx of power, we're going to get 7 power out of just this system, plus whatever these other systems can bring into the fold. And we do still have 4 on the Thosco when we can finally get rid of those pirates. Maybe we grab the Stevedore, and rather than send them out there where they're not going to be able to do anything until that's finished, maybe we have them do some, few final improvements here in the heart of the Empire. There are some minerals here at Alpha Centauri I suppose we could grab, so just go inter-orbit there. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. We can finally go harness the pathetic worthlessness that is Bunda. Been sitting on Bunda for a while. It sounds like it sounds like some kind of unfortunate ailment, like you got some kind of rectal disease. You'd be like, oh man, I've been sitting on Bunda all week. Shit's killing me, man. It's all thrombotic and swollen. I gotta go see the proctologist about this Bunda. I got a bad case of the Bunda. Archaeological project complete. After analyzing the debris left behind from the ancient battle fought above Iranium 1, we have learned that 4 alien empires contemporary with the Cybrex pooled their forces together in a desperate attempt to halt the advancing fleets of the machine consciousness. Judging by the small amounts of Cybrex debris that was produced by the battle, they were not successful. An interesting find. We also get 80 engineering research out of that, which is huge. And it means the HMSS Sagacious is now not doing anything. Are there any other potential research projects we could do? I mean, Wu should have a relatively low chance of failure on this. Level 3 Anonymy? Yeah, go. Okay. So we're going to take Wu out and take her off survey detail for the time being, and have her go do a little bit of investigative journalism. So the cost system it's everything we had hoped. It's everything we had dreamed it would be. It's everything we always imagined it would come under our control. That's beautiful. We do have to bounce back to Lurzorum, and of course this is the center of our wormhole. So our wormhole generator is going to require us to ping-pong around. But look how far we can travel, and we can do all of this area effectively instantaneous. Our entire empire, we have effectively it's basically bam, point-to-point travel. Bam, 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 bam. We're going Event Horizon on this one. We don't travel through space. We unleash the power of a black hole to bend space and time and bring it to us. It didn't work out so well for Jack Noseworthy, Lawrence Fishburne, Sam Neill, and to a lesser extent Jolie Richardson, I suppose. So maybe we should be taking a lesson from our predecessors and reconsidering our overall behavior. But that's just not the human way. You know what? I say that. Since when are humans cautious? We do radically stupid shit all the time. That's part of our charm as a species. Sure, we're aggressive and violent and hateful and rude and we'll, tear your face off and eat it in front of your children. But also, we're charmingly doofy. We're like your beloved dog. Be like, oh, look what the humans did. So cute and stupid. Cranking up some Corvettes. We have enough unity to adopt a new tradition. Fantastic. What's it gonna be then? Galactic ambition. Frontier outpost upkeep is reduced by half. I very much like that. That means we could spam out another outpost. The 2 outposts we have, we'd be effectively getting buy one, get one. 2 for the price of 1 on that. Courier network. Increased tradition cost caused by the number of colonies is reduced by 33%. I'm less worried about that because I don't think we are incurring that penalty currently. A new life awaits our citizens in the off-world colonies. Population growth speed increased by 10% and colony development speed increased by 50%. We currently have a colony and we are currently trying to develop our population. Galactic ambition helps us expand faster. Because we could just continue going and plop out another frontier outpost, but the problem we're running into with plopping out another frontier outpost is where would we stick it? We're almost going to have to fight the Bacterum because they're our throttle. They seem to be the limit of where we could go. We could maybe plop another, we'd have to put down another wormhole generator. We'd probably have to put that like here. And then we could plop out another frontier outpost here. But that doesn't really get us potential control of that much territory. I think our efforts would be better spent making the colonies that we have more powerful. So you know what? Give me population. Wait a minute. Oh, colony buildings produce an additional 1 unity. Okay. I want to get to a new life awaits. I really do. We're going to deploy to the off-world colonies. That's our goal. Gonna convince people they want to go to Petersburg, even though it's a bit of a toilet of a planet. The other thing we want to do, continue building ships. We're going to use these energy credits that we're going to siphon out of the back end of the galaxy out here, and we're going to start building an armada. We're working on another Corvette, and we can crank out. Corvettes take 40 days to build. Our goal then is to get to the point where we can produce the 58 minerals or the 52 minerals it takes to build a Corvette. We want to be able to make those 52 minerals in 40 days. We want to be able to crank out 1 Corvette a month. That's our goal. Also, Angela Morales, can you get us a weapon system, fusion missiles? They're good. They're better than what we have. Because, fusion is better than fission. Not if you're trying to poison your own biosphere. I mean, if you're trying to poison your own biosphere, you definitely want to go with the fission. Fusion missiles are actually Morales' specialty as well. You know what? Yes, I need fusion missiles of Morales. Also, I want to kind of increase my engineering research. We got to put that on the back burner, though. It looks like we don't have a whole lot of potential locations where we can get more engineering research. We could drop, I guess we could drop a research station on Procyon. That'd get us 2 extra. It doesn't sound like much when you seize 1s and 2s, but when you look at our overall monthly gain, you realize, you know what? That's actually considerably more than I thought it would be. What have we built? We built a Corvette. Okay, well, good. Build another. And when that one's done, guess what I'm going to have you do? You're going to build another one. We're building a fleet here. Our fleet is already 5 Corvettes strong, but that only gives it 153 overall force. That's terrible. Build another one. We're not adding a lot to our fleet when we do this. We're not getting a whole lot of bang for our buck. We can build these ships. We can build them fast. We can build them relatively cheap. What we can't build them is good. If we were going to make a car analogy here, we're Honda. We're cranking out efficient, relatively inexpensive, reasonable quality vehicles at a pretty furious pace. What are we not doing? I mean, we're not Aston Martin. We're not building a $400,000 vehicle once, 6 times a year. All right, Stevedore. We kind of want you to be going to get more minerals. Although our mineral output is up to 40, which is nice. Would we rather have minerals or technology? We're getting a little low on... You know what? Come to Procyon and get me 2 more... Build a research... we can't build a research station. We don't have enough minerals.
Anomaly found.
right, hold on a second. We got a couple things firing off all at once. So the construction ship, I do want you to go to Procyon. Just go enter orbit over here so that when I'm ready to build that, you also are ready. Get rid of that. Anomaly. Sanchez found an anomaly that he has a small and otherwise insignificant moon orbiting this gas giant. Appears to be on a trajectory that will soon result in a collision with its primary. I'm tempted to just say leave that be for now, Sanchez, because I know you're gonna shit the bed on it. If I was gonna have you investigate an anomaly, I think I'd send you know what, just leave it be for now. You're looking around, not investigating anomalies. Investigating anomalies is Woo's job. That's why we have Shang Wu. She brings the Woo. She has wooed me into a potential encounter where she might be able to give me a dirty Sanchez. You, Sanchez, meanwhile, you haven't won my heart yet. You gotta win a girl's heart. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna come in and give you a dirty Sanchez. You gotta work up to that. That's not where you start this relationship, man. That's where, after you've developed, some time together of love and trust, that's when you go for that move. The Sagacious has not been able to deduce what caused the Mastic Impact Crater. Woo, I'm gonna need you to cut your pinky off. You have failed me, and you know the price of failure, Woo. I don't want to do it. I don't like to do it. I'm going to need you to cut your pinky off and atone for what you have done, though. I'm sorry. I'm just adhering to your traditions. This didn't come from me. This is your social contract. I know how failure is supposed to be rewarded, and I demand that you live up to your heritage. Do it. Cut it off. So the stevedore still hasn't arrived at Procyon. Get over there.
Construction complete.
What did we complete construction of? Oh, another Corvette. All right, build it. I want to have one Corvette working at all times. It'd be like, Pete, aren't you saving up some minerals here to build another engineering research station? Yes, I am saving up some minerals to build another research station. I also still need ships, though. Anything we want to do on Earth? Wasn't there something we could potentially upgrade? Like, can't we upgrade this science lab? Yeah, go ahead and do that. I would probably build a physics lab, but that also takes 90 minerals. Once again, we're hamstrung by our lack of minerals. Largely, we're hamstrung currently by a lack of minerals because all our freaking minerals are going into spaceships that we're going to use to blow up the Bacteriums, but isn't that a laudable goal? This is me goading the Empire right here. I'm poking the elephant through its thick hide. We're going to need these ships. We can't just spit them out on a dime. We got to work up to it. That's what we're doing. We're working up to it. I need this engineering station, though. Need it. Build a research station. Come on, month. Tick up. Come on.
Construction complete.
That was our wormhole station. Ooh, that was our frontier outpost. Okay, we'll get to you in a minute, frontier outpost. First thing I want to get started, I want to get to... Come on. Tick up, month. Go. Be 30 days long and over already. There. Thank you. So grab this ship. Build the research station. It's an extra 2 engineering points per month. Wait, I thought you were done. Did you not build a frontier outpost? I thought we built a frontier outpost. We did build a frontier outpost. Did we not? Oh, no. What construction did we complete then? Did we build another? We built another ship. God, you guys keep... Damn it. You getting my hopes up. You can't come running into the Emperor's office and be like, sir, construction is complete. And I'll be like, what? They finished the Death Star? Excellent work. And he's like, no, I mean, they just finished the extension of Highway 67. It goes all the way out into the suburbs now, so your commute's going to be like 35 minutes shorter. I mean, that's nice. I appreciate it, but that's not what I was fucking expecting, man. You have thwarted my expectations here. Horamuth is a toilet. All right, Trailblazer. Keep surveying. You know your job, Sanchez. Your job is to go to places and look at things. That's all I want you to do. Go to a place, look at a thing. Go to a place, look at a thing. Tell me what you find occasionally. You got to go to a place, you got to look at a thing. So we increased our overall research speed by 5%. That doesn't sound like much. Right now you'd be like, Pete, that doesn't seem cool at all. Why are you so enthused about that? That seems not great. You're right, it doesn't necessarily seem that fantastic, but you gotta think long term. We're in this game for the long haul. The Peterian Empire, it's a millennia upon millennia endeavor. We're setting the groundwork, and that 5% increase in overall speed is gonna have huge dividends long term. I wouldn't mind getting some deflectors. Anything we can get that makes our ship better is good. Fusion reactors are also good. We need deflectors more because we can get them faster, though. Fusion missiles and fusion reactors, ideally fusion-powered ships taking our violence to the stars, would be a thing of beauty, but it's a beauty that may still be additionally delayed. This is the human in me. It lusts for blood. My bones scream for it. But I want to take skulls and pile them at the foot of the skull throne. But also I know I need to be patient. I can't just be like going out and running out, chopping my own head off. Be like, hey, that's one skull for the skull throne. You're right, it is a skull for the skull throne, and Lord Korn cares not from whence the blood flows as long as it flows. But if I could more cleverly employ that skull to maybe bring back a few more skulls before lying my own at the foot of the brass throne, shouldn't I do that? Isn't that the right thing to do? Also, I really feel like the 8th Strike Force here should be doing something, and that something should be going out here and kicking the shit out of these freaking pirates. We are what I feel like is almost strong enough to handle that. Give me 2 more corvettes. Let's go with an even 10, because I like round numbers. And when we get to 10 ships, we're going to go fuck them up. 10 ships is where we go out on the rampage. That's where the destruction begins. We start with the pirates, and we graduate to the Bacterum. I see you out here, Bacterum, you and your collective Bacterian hierarchy, living in your little scummy, slime-filled pod holes. Oh, we're mollusk people. We live in shells that we appropriated from other large... Yeah, I don't care. You fucking hermit crabs. Give a shit where you got your shell from. I don't care if it was lawfully appropriated. I don't give a shit. Yeah, we're losing energy credits every month, but only a little, and we're gonna start getting those back almost immediately. Okay, the Goibnu completed our... So how many systems did that bring under our influence? Specifically, are you... So we got Horanth, we got Kiosk, which in itself is a very good system. Are you in? You... I can't tell. You may not be in, but our influence will spread a little bit. I think by the time we survey all the surrounding systems, our influence will have spread to include you, and we do have Avram as well. So we brought, what, 6 potential star systems, possibly with the 7th on the outskirts? That's acceptable. That's a good investment of company resources, I feel like. We do need to start harnessing this power, though, right away. I don't like running a deficit. I always make the Jimmy Carter analogy. I don't want to be Jimmy Carter. I don't want to be a tax and spend Democrat. I want to have a balanced budget amendment like we have in Missouri, my state.
Construction complete.
So it's one of the 2 things we're real proud of here. We have a balanced budget amendment. It's pretty cool. Complete construction. Okay, Earth has finished its construction queue. That means 10 ships. 10 ships is all we need. We do need 1 more mineral in order to begin construction here, but the first strike force, it's time for you guys to go do something. Take point, move. I kind of just want to merge this fleet into 1, or are you already? You're already merged. Good. So, first strike force, go fuck up some pirates. There's pirates out here. I'm tired of their shit, mostly because I want this 4 energy, and you're going to need to go and destroy these men for me. Go there. I'm trusting you, Biobaku. You're my most trusted admiral. You're my most trusted admiral because you're actually my only admiral, but, you know, don't let that, just because you're the only one, don't let that take anything away from the fact you are still my most trusted admiral. Structures on Kosk 2 are not as old as we believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science officer Shang Woo notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that, to the builder's alien eyes, might have been cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us Peterians, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. 158 society research, 277 engineering research. That's almost 2 years worth of research. That's really good. The abandoned amusement park paying huge dividends. So, Sagacious, what are you doing then? You just investigated a level 3 anomaly. Woo? You know what? I know I made you cut your pinky off, but I think we can both agree that it was a worthwhile sacrifice, because look how valuable a lesson you learned. We sent you out to the ass end of the galaxy and said, hey, don't fail. And then you failed. And I'll be like, well, there's consequences for failure. Now you got to pay the price. And now, having paid that price, you come back to us a better scientist than ever. Also, I just want to remind you that you have 2 pinkies. So if you fuck it up again, you're going to be rocking with only 8 fingers now instead of 9. Or rather, just like, you know, you'll be rocking 9 full fingers and one that's another knuckle shorter. Because I don't think they actually make you cut off the whole pinky. I think it's just the last knuckle. You ever wonder if somewhere there's a Yakuza guy running around who just has like both thumbs and a chunk of an index finger because he's like the biggest fuck up to ever join organized crime? Do you think that guy is out there somewhere? I really like the idea of like a 3-fingered Yakuza who everybody's be like, what do you think? Should we trust him? Should we trust him? You only have the 3 fingers, man. I mean, he is trustworthy. He is loyal to our cause. He will never betray us, but also he's a fucking idiot. I want that guy. That guy needs to be a character in a book. The world's dumbest Yakuza. He's just constantly like, he goes in to rob a liquor store and he like trips over a whiskey bottle and then shoots himself accidentally in the thigh. And then the Yakuza have to be like, I guess we're going to have to get him off for the armed robbery charge. They go get him off, and then the Yakuza boss is like, all right, it's going to cost you another thumb there. He's like, yes, thank you. I appreciate your graciousness. Thank you for sparing my life. And he goes in and gets a pair of tin snips and hacks off yet another knuckle. Although at this point, with only 3 fingers left, I guess it'd be probably getting pretty hard to take off another knuckle, because you wouldn't really have the manual dexterity necessary to operate the tin snips. Did I take that metaphor too far? I feel like I may have taken that metaphor too far. I just really like the aesthetic. All right, Goibnu, go get me some energy. Build a mining station. Pete, weren't you going to build a research station with that? Yeah, you know I did have some credits, some minerals earmarked for a research station, but the energy is more important. I can't be a deficit. I'm not going to do deficit spending. Not going to allow it. Also, we actually apparently already built that at some point back in the past. It was previously built some time ago. Of course, it was previously built some time ago. In order for it to have been previously built, it would have had to have been built some time ago. That's the definition of the word, Pete. You're not wrong. Thank you for firing shots at my less than optimal use of grammar. Societal research, then. It is our weak point right now, so if we're going to build any kind of research station, I feel like a societal research station is probably the best money for the job. But also, we still need more minerals. I want our mineral production up. Go to Johanna instead. Or Yana. I keep calling it Johanna. I think that system is actually probably called Jana or Yana. Probably more likely Yana. Start calling things by their appropriate name. Gotta use the right nomenclature. Otherwise, Linnaeus will come and hunt me down and be like, you use it, damn it, I invented this shit for a reason. So Lur Zerman is basically fully explored now? Oh, the Sagacious is working on an anomaly. Give me another one of those, like, 10 months worth of research anomalies. Those were the shit. I appreciated your efforts on that one. We're closer to fusion missiles, and we're close to deflectors and fusion missiles. These are going to complete, I think, probably around the same time. Then we can upgrade, speaking of fleets, by the way, 10th Strike Force, where the hell did those pirates go? Okay, they're here. So we've got you with the 65. All right, just go pummel shit out of these guys. Let's do this, 1st Strike Force. Go. Rock their shit. I want these men destroyed. What is this thing? It's a pirate lair. It only has a 65 strength. We're so overpowered for this. Exactly according to plan, because there's one thing the Peterian Empire knows. It's that there's no kill like overkill, baby. Get him with the missiles. Start firing the missiles. All of the nukes. We're going to obliterate this thing. I want an alpha strike here. I want it one shot killed before it even has a chance to fire back. That's what I want. Alpha strike. It shot us with some kind of laser, I think. The missiles also don't seem to be doing much. I mean, look at them. We're pounding missiles into it, and it's shrugging them off, man. It just does not care. You guys got this guy more than tripled up on offensive power. Keep hammering him. So many missile strikes. How big is this station, by the way? If we pounded it with this many nukes, or, okay, two questions then. One, how big is this freaking station if we've pounded it with this many nukes and haven't blown it up yet? Or two, how freaking tiny are our nukes? They gotta be minuscule. We got like teeny little baby bombs here? Where's my blockbusters? The first strike force has destroyed the pirate station in the Nithascal system and recovered its strong room module. Oh, we got 300 minerals and 150 energy for that.
Situation log updated.
Kicking the shit out of pirates is really useful. We gotta do more of that. Like, we gotta engage in more anti-piracy stuff. There's also, it makes debris in Nithascal, which we can... Small red laser, sentinel point. Okay, so these things, if we do... Yeah, this will actually give us more potential research as well. We gotta investigate those. Okay. Let's check open the fleet combat stats. Total damage output, 4,337. That's really good. A lot of that went to armor. Most of it went to hull. We took 3 damage on our armor, 172 to our hull, so we took 175 damage. We lost no ships. Beautiful. Our corvettes have... how much health? We're 100% explosive damage. Our evasion is not great. It was a solid win. It was a solid win. All right, first strike force. I want you to fly home and get repaired. Or rather, fly to the nearest convenient parallel dimension or your place of origin forthwith. And since we have an idle construction ship and we just got a windfall of minerals, let's start making shit happen. Build a mining station. More minerals, please. Thank you. Where'd that pirate fleet go? Beta Menace. See, these aliens got us. We can't get in a fight with them because they got us outgunned, but they're currently neutral. As long as they're neutral, I don't really give a shit about messing with them. As long as they're neutral, let them do whatever they want. Don't need the fleet combat stats. We fully surveyed the Avram system. It has, all right, I mean, 3 minerals is not great, but it's something. Is this within, it is within our Peterian space, so we can harvest those minerals. All right, science ship Trailblazer. Go survey Cargus. Wu is very nearly done, and I think when Wu finishes this research, we'll probably wrap up this episode. I feel it's been productive. We kicked the crap out of a whole nest of pirates. Not just a few pirates, an actual nest of them. One of the many moons circling Harima 3 has a terminal orbit. It will soon collide with the gas giant in what is sure to become a massive impact event. This event has been millions of years in the making, and it's a startling coincidence that the impact has been fated to occur just after a visit by one of our ships. Many of the science wish to observe and record the event, but we only have a narrow window before it is too late. Issue Special Project Observe Moon Impact. We should probably do that, right? Where is our situation log anyway? Here we go. What do we got brewing? It's been a while since I looked at the situation log. I know we're working on the Cybrex. We completed battle debris, so nothing working there. All right. Our sublight probes, have we finished this yet? Search Yilin. Yilin isn't in our space, is it? Where is Yilin? Track on the map. Where are you at? Over here. I mean, yeah. We're going to table that for now. Investigate the alien Beta Menace. Gives us influence or a special project. We could potentially do that with the Sagacious. Debris. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're going to do debris in the... That's what we're going to do. Go get that debris. We blew up the pirates. I want to harvest their debris. Go do that. Also, that one is timed and will expire. So if we don't do it, eventually that mission goes away. And that's, I think, where we're going to wrap up the episode. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. The footsteps to the Lord Korn's throne are laid. We've got, a stepping stool that will allow us to climb up into the seat of the big chair. I really like plus 20% border range. Dangerous wildlife removal, though, is also extraordinarily useful. All of these things are good. 10% naval capacity is good. Border range is good. I'm just happy to have this one unlocked. It does take a truckload of research, though. Clearing dangerous wildlife would help our Peterian colony on Petersburg as well. And speaking of one last thing, I think, before we go then, since we do have this massive windfall of minerals, I think we invest those into a colony ship. We're going to have to find a location on which to put that colony, but now that Nithascal is clear, there's a 20-pop continental world there. That's a huge planet. Absolutely huge. It's going to give us a small core area where we can begin exploiting. That gives us our native system. We've got Sol. We've got a 20-pop. We got 2 planets here that are both potentially habitable, actually. We've got Alpha Centauri 3A, which is not brilliant, but it doesn't suck either. It's a nice secondary planet. And we can get both of those planets for the price of one. So Alpha Centauri, in theory, offers us a total for 27 total population in a system. We can get another 20 out of here. Yeah, we're going to start another Peterian colony, but that colony is going to happen next episode. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see the continual, slow, creeping climb towards the utter destruction of these squishy blue mollusk men. When I said I was going to eat their babies, I'm not kidding. I'm going to crush them in their own shells, take them out, boil them in a soup, and make them into like a delicious, probably cream-based soup, perhaps with potatoes and onions. It's going to be fantastic. Little New England Bacterum chowder. Looking forward to it. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bring a spoon.